Welcome to a joint episode of Hashtag Chronic Illness and Hashtag Let's Try UBI on Chronic Illness channel. For most chronic illnesses, the one thing that will remove symptoms and stop suffering is a cure. Excluding a cure, the other things that would help to stop or alleviate symptoms are medicines and treatments. If you were to try to illustrate how different items could help a person suffering with chronic illness, you might show a chart like this. Using an example of ME/CFS, medicine might help 75%, treatment might help 20%. There are a couple other things I think would also help, but not as much as medicine and treatments. One of them is universal basic income, an unconditional payment to everyone that should cover the basics. I believe that UBI would directly help chronic illness sufferers mainly because they would have a secure financial future. I also believe it might help them indirectly in a number of ways. For example, family members who are caring for them with no pay would not be forced to work, so they would have more time and energy to provide care. And also more people might volunteer to research treatments and cures. So here's the thing, if you look at different illnesses, the medicine and treatments are different. There is a different mix of treatments for each illness. There is a different mix of medication for each illness, whereas UBI is exactly the same in all of them. So wouldn't it help all chronic illness sufferers to unite around UBI, one common solution that could help a lot more people? And I am not saying an individual or charity should stop trying to raise awareness or stop fundraising or stop any of the other activities that will help with a chronic illness. All I'm suggesting is they might want to consider adding universal basic income to the mix. Maybe UBI should be given priority because if it's implemented, then everyone might be able to meet their goals quicker, though maybe I'm wrong on that. And maybe it's not just chronic illness causes that should unite around UBI. Homeless charities, domestic abuse charities, suicide awareness charities, etc. Wouldn't UBI help their cause too and help them to reach their goals quicker? Maybe you have family, friends and supporters who aren't able to fundraise or help out in other ways. If you think UBI would help, you could just simply ask them to research UBI. In the UK, you can take a look at Basic Income UK and the UBI Lab Network. I recommend the UBI Lab Network's facts page, which also has a definition of UBI. In the USA, please follow Scott Santins and Andrew Yang. Thanks for watching Chronic Illness channel.